Hello?
Hi, hello, is this JB?
Yeah.
Hey, JB, this is Tommy Bryson. How are you?
Man, too blessed to be stressed, man. Keeping it positive and organic, man.
That's awesome, man. So just want you to know, JB, this call is going to be recorded and potentially uploaded. How can I help?
Yeah, man. Hey, what would you do if you was me? So, I mean, I don't have no wife, no kids. My house is paid off. It's an investment property. It's government contracted, so I don't have to worry about paying utilities or anything like that. And again, just got out the military, no wife, no kids. And man, I just want to, be financially independent, man. I have more than enough time to become a millionaire. So literally, I wouldn't say I have the potential to be a millionaire. I'm already at level 4 already. My property is paid off. It was passed down to me, and I just want to, be able to gain some knowledge. And man, I have to tell you, man, I'm one of your biggest fans, man.
Appreciate you, man. And thank you for your service.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, my name is Justin Brown, man. Yeah, my YouTube channel is Gaming with Producer Justin. And then, yeah, man, I just like, just see if I can buy some apartment complexes. And I'm just taking care of veterans and seniors, man, in Fifth Ward in Houston, Texas, man.
How
Nobody's
old are you?
doing it. Nobody else is doing it, you know.
How old are you?
And I just figured, oh, me, I'm 30. I'll be 35 on New Year's Eve. So I'm 34 right now.
Okay. So you said, what's your house situation? You said your home is paid off and you pay no utilities. What's going on there?
Yeah, so right now, yeah, it's in Fifth Ward in the hood, man. So yeah, it's a veterans home. I turned my grandmother passed away, turned her home into a veterans home. Converted a room for myself in the garage, so I stay in the garage, and then the veterans and seniors, they stay in the house itself. So yeah, man. So that's like my residual income right there.
How much do you
Um,
make from that per month?
like about man, since the pandemic, it's been like really tough with me, man. I'm only making like 1,500, fifteen
Okay.
hundred a month, so it really sucks, man.
So you're making $1,500 from that property and you're living in the garage and you have a
Pretty
job?
much. No, no, not right now, man. No, like I'm doing this veterans home business full time.
What do you mean business?
So yeah, I take care of the veterans, and I feed, a cook, clean for cook, clean, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so that's pretty much it, man. I'm just trying to see what I can see if I see online that you have like that there's all these different online methods to make money. And
How
so,
much free time do you have per day?
dude, man, I have like when they go to the day program, they're gone. So I'm like here from 8. I'm here from 8 p.m. to 3 p.m. So within that time, I know I can be making some cash flow, man.
From 8 p.m. to 3 p.m.?
No, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, so that's like a 4 plus 3, a 7 hour work day, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. If I could possibly work online, bro, man, I could make some serious income with all the time I have, man.
all right, okay, okay. Now I'm gonna be honest, okay, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think about the situation and what I would do if I were you. The first thing is to recognize that the whole point of step 4 is to have no debt, have an emergency fund, have a full blown investment account, and to also have to be living mortgage free. But it's not to be living in a garage and have a job that's in that whole building thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes pretty. I mean, I don't have to live in the garage, bro. I can start a family. I can buy a house. I can do all that. I mean,
Yeah, but
I
then it
can
would
do all that.
restart you, right? And then you would have to
Yeah,
get somebody to
and
come
I don't
in
want to.
and do that job for you.
I mean, I could hire somebody to
Hmm.
be here in my place.
How much would you have to pay them to do your job?
Dude, I can pay them $25 or $50 a day. It really doesn't bother me. It's just the thing is in Texas, man. It's almost like a time capsule, man. Time flows by real slow in comparison to me living in California. It's
Hmm.
different, but I'm trying to use my time to my advantage.
Okay.
Uh, Yeah, but like I
So
said, man, I mean, I can easily get a mortgage and stuff like that, but I'm not trying to go through that right now.
that's not the goal. That's not what I'm saying. So here's what I would do if I were you, right? First of all, thank you for your service again. I'll repeat it. You have income, which is great, and you have a possibility of having a lot of free time. The first step I would take is if I'm able to hire somebody to work for me for $50 a day and do that job for me, the answer is I would probably do that. So that means, for example, if I can get somebody to come in and do that job and pay them, you work 7 days a week, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do this 7 days a week.
All right. So if you hire somebody for $50, that's 1,500, meaning you're gonna make $0. Right. So it might be worth to continue it. It might not be worth to continue it. It's up to you. But my
Yeah,
main
I'm
thing
just
is I would get a
yeah,
job, right? A job to increase my income. And then with the extra time that I actually have, I would use that to then go ahead and start, for example, getting a skill or something like that to like make money online. Now, if you want to do e-commerce, FBA, drop shipping, whatever it is, there's no magic between that, right? It's about you getting a program, getting a course, and starting it. Just like any real physical business, it does take time to build up, and there are risks. There is no guarantee that it's actually going to work out for you, whether it's YouTube, whether it's whatever it is. So, my main goal, if I'm you, is I ask myself, where do I see myself actually moving forward? I'm 33 years old. I don't really have that many bills. I don't have a family just yet. But are those priorities in my life? What I believe in when it comes to life is health, wealth, love, and happiness, right? So it's kind of like this puzzle you got to form. And when you say, I think in the beginning of the call, you said, Tommy, I have the potential to become a millionaire and all this stuff. I think we all do. I think the real question is, do you want to? Me personally, I don't need to be a millionaire at all. I don't really need $1 million. I just need around $48,000 a year in passive income, right? But I still have a job. It's just like extra money on top of the icing. So my advice
yeah,
would
it's
be, go
yeah.
ahead.
It's just the thing is, I do have some pay from the military on the side. That's about $2,000 a month. But the thing about it's still. But after just doing that, I don't think it's necessarily. I think I've done enough for this damn country already. I don't need to work another job. My ancestors paved the way, so I won't have to work for anybody else anymore. That's
Yeah,
that's the way
I
I,
mean,
I'm.
I mean, I mean that's one way to look at it, but one way to also look at it is when you choose your job, you're choosing the job you want to do. And if you want to work something that you're actually passionate about, that's fine. If if your income is $3,500 a month, which is a great income by the way, you can choose to do what you want to do. If it's hey, I want to start working on building a family or whatever it is, then that's fine. If you want to start building a business, then understand there's risk associated with that and just don't get into crazy debt. Because if you start doing, for example, hey, I'm gonna buy this multifamily here, this here, what you're gonna do is acquire a lot of debt if you don't do it correctly. And if things do slow down and things don't go your way, you're gonna be stuck and you have to start over. And that's not what I want for you. So the biggest way to look at it for me is when I think about a job, I think about a career, something that I like, I'm good at, and also pays me money. I don't see it as I've done a lot, I've done enough, I've done this, I've done that. You know what I mean? It'll bring you happiness. That's what I mean when you look for a job that you're actually passionate about.
Well,
Make
well,
sense?
if I did wanted to look at the market, I would look at computer programming because I hear that people are
Hey,
making their own
great career,
programming,
great career,
and
great career.
some of them are making $450,000 a month selling their programming.
I think what you need to focus on is less the dollar amount and more the do you like it?
Right.
Because you don't really need income because you make $3,500 a month and you work from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You're better off than a lot of people. If you wanted to, you can rent a place and have somebody work there, and now you're just basically living a little better or whatever, not in a garage. So when look, my advice is when you're trying to pick a career, is follow the rule of 10. The rule of 10 basically says you want to write down your top 10 careers. Make sure you like them, you're good at them, and they will make you money. You write down the top 10, write down all the information on them. So, for example, what's the job growth? What's the potential on them? How long will it take for me to actually accomplish it? How much money can I make from it, of course? And then you cross off the seven, you're left with three, and you pick the one you're most passionate about. The goal is to pick the one that you actually enjoy. So when you go to work, you kind of tap dance to work. That's not my quote. It's Warren Buffett's quote, a guy that's worth billions of dollars. And he says the same thing. Pick a job that's based around what you like to do and also pays you money. That's the key. It's not the dollar amount or anything like that. Make sense? Because the thing is, right, when you focus on the dollar amount, it's not guaranteed. And if it's not guaranteed, you'll give up before you actually get to that point. It's kind of like starting a business, right? And you're like, I want to start this business because the money is so much. And then it's been 2 years. I haven't made anything. Well, what do? You give up because the money's not reflecting. But if you actually enjoy it and you like it, you'll continue it because you still
Yeah.
have fun and you still enjoy it. And then that's when the payoff, the big payoffs comes in the end. Make sense?
Well, right now, I'm testing the waters. Like I said, I turned my grandmother's home into a veterans home so it can generate some money so it can take care of the economy. My dad is, I was making pretty good money at Amazon. But the thing is, I just put that to the side, and I just came here to take care of my dad, and he went to the hospital and stuff. So, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm just doing it for him, so I'm just sowing good seeds, Of course, no. Do I plan on raising a family in this room that's converted from a garage? Hell to the no. Hell no.
on your priority list, what's family like building your own family, like what's that in your priority list right now? Like where is it?
I don't, just based on this economy, I don't plan on having kids until I'm probably 40. My dad, he had me in his late 30s, and you know what, I consider that a blessing, and so I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to give my son an extra 10 years. I want to. I'm not. It's no rush. It's no rush to me. But my father, I'm highly honored to be his son. He was a Navy veteran, and that's why I'm giving my extra time, and I'm doing this, and I'm here because my father raised me. And so, yeah, I've done some pretty good stuff, man. I went to Harvard, ran for mayor of Elk Grove. My dad was in the hospital, had cancer, so I came down here to help him out. I did this 15 years ago, but the thing about it is, he's my dad, and the thing about it is, trust me, man, it comes back, man. It turns around and it comes back. If you listen to my testimony, it's phenomenal. I met a millionaire, president of SRG Realty, right across the street in Fifth Ward. The dude said, "Hey man, I like what you're doing." He said, "You know what? I'm going to help you get an apartment complex. You can put some veterans in there." I said, "Do I owe you anything?" He said, "No." He said, "The same way I blessed you." He said, "Pass it on to somebody else." So he's closing on an apartment complex, and I'm putting all my veterans in an apartment complex in Cashmere Gardens.
That's awesome.
So it's just phenomenal, man, how things work out. He said everything at the apartment complex, you'll get 30% off of all the profit of the apartment complex. And he said, I'm gonna buy 2 more. I'm gonna buy a hotel, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's crazy, man. And all because I sowed a seed, and something told me in my gut to walk across the street and shake his hand. And after that, man, it's all over. He had me join his foundation. He said, "Hey, man, whatever you need, our foundation is $25 million. Whatever you need, you let me know." And dude, yeah.
So
that's my testimony.
That's awesome, man. Here's my advice, right? That sounds good, man. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
I read a lot of books, right? And one big thing is I read this study, and the study is about people when they're on their deathbed, and they don't talk about money, they don't talk about any of the things we're talking about right now. They used to talk about family, spending time with family like you are with your dad, and making a difference. And I'm happy you're doing that. When you say like you're waiting until your 40s to like start a family, remember, right? There's a lot of aspects to that. There's finding the right partner, and maybe by the time you start searching, it'll take you a lot longer than you actually think. I think one way to look at it is consider doing both. And on top of that, when you're trying to create something and you're trying to build anything you're trying to build, make sure you're not just like adding more hours to your day, right? Because you'll be the one managing everything. Make sure if this does happen, if it does go through, everything goes fine. My advice would just be like hire somebody to do that work for you, so you can spend time doing what you actually like and want to do. That would be my advice. Yeah, because your dad did it at 40, or my dad did it at that time too. Your dad seems like he was a blessing. My dad wasn't like the best person out there when it came to like raising me. You don't have to follow those like footsteps. You know what I mean? So you make your own way.
Yeah.
And if I were you, that's where my advice comes from. I would I would say like, hey, I'm doing this job. I make $1,500 a month plus $1,000 from the military. That's $3,500. What do I want to do with this money, and what do I want to do with my free time? Do I actually need to get more work, or am I good here? Let me maybe focus on joining activities, getting to know women, potentially building my own family. $3,500 is a lot of money, man. Just and honestly, right, when you think about it, the $2,000 is in passive income because it's like from the military. The $1,500 is like dead money because the minute you get out of there, you'll have to pay somebody that same equal amount. So it'll kind of be like canceled out. Might even become a liability in a sense, right? So that's why I say like it's important that if I had that extra time slot between 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. before I go to sleep, or 11 p.m. whatever time you go to sleep, the answer is I'll spend that time slot getting a career, or getting a license, or doing, for example, like the software engineer job that you might want to do, or IT management. And if I can make an extra $60,000 or $80,000 a year while doing something that I actually like and enjoy, that will be a lot better. And also having, for example, a wife at home, having some kids, and building my whole family. That's really the purpose of life in a way. Not to say that kids are everything, but it's important stuff like sharing a life with someone. I think your
Hey man,
situation is not a money problem, bro. It's more about what you're
that's,
gonna do next as far as your life. Okay.
yeah. Hey man, it was an absolute blessing meeting you, man. Everything happens for a reason, and I know you're busy, so I thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man. Have good luck, man, and welcome to the long term team. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right, guys. So sometimes, I get these calls, and honestly, people don't hear what they want to hear. They don't hear about everything is hustle, hustle, hustle. And I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that you're gonna call and I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what the answer is? More money, more problems, right? I'm just not that guy. Maybe at one point I was, but you come to realize that when you look at things in the end, it's just not really what you think it actually is meant to be. I'd rather make $3,000 a month, be happy, have a family, enjoy my life doing what I love to do, than make $20,000 a month and have no free time whatsoever, and no really thing going on in my life. Here's a few things that I noticed in this call. Right, the first thing is, I did a lot for this country, so I'm not gonna work for anybody else. I want to do my own thing, and not realizing that whatever you do choose to do in this economy, you're gonna be doing something else for somebody else. I don't want to work for anybody else, but this millionaire right here told me about getting this whole apartment complex for me and my veterans or whatever, and I'm gonna manage it for him. You're still working for somebody. If you start your own business, you still work for your customers. I think that's the bad mindset to actually have. As far as, for example, postponing the important things in life and procrastinating on them to actually get the money part, it might not be the best idea, because once you get to that point, it might not work out the exact way you actually think it'll work out. And the third thing is, more money, more money, more money. That's what's actually gonna make me happy, or whatever it is. Like, if I can make like this $400,000 a month or whatever it is, making a program or whatever, it sounds crazy, right? And when people talk about these things, talk about like with so much conviction, and they don't understand that the likelihood is actually this much, right? It's very low that's actually gonna happen. I'm a YouTuber. I spent 11 years doing it, and then eventually worked out. I can't really tell you how it worked out. It kind of just clicked at a certain point. But you have to keep at it, and you don't know when it's gonna happen. And if all you care about is money, you probably won't make it. So whether it's a business, whether it's a job, or whatever it is, just make sure whatever you choose to go into is something that you actually enjoy. I'm very happy that when I was 19 years old, I didn't say, you know what, I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want to focus on friends and family. I just want to focus on making money. Maybe I would have still be making the same amount of money today, maybe even more money, but then I wouldn't have had 5 years with my fiance, the relationship with my friends, and be like as happy as I am today. I'm perfectly happy making the amount of money I'm making right now. I think I like the Warren Buffett, method, which is basically I do what I do and I enjoy it, and society needs it, so I get paid money for it. But if what I did made less money and I was still happy and I was still financially free, I'll still do it. I'll still enjoy it. That's my whole perspective. That's my whole thing. Warren Buffett says all the time. This is long video, by the way. He says all the time, I can buy whatever I want, but the only thing I can't buy back is time. And that's really the only thing I kind of want to buy back. So it's like we ignore everything that the people that are older than us and wiser than us saying, nah, I'm gonna get money. You know what I'm saying? No. Don't forget about what they're saying. It makes sense. Trust me. I'll see you guys tomorrow, though. Thanks for watching. Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with my advice? Comment down below. Let me know. You know, sometimes people are not that happy with me when I say, hey, you don't have a money problem. You have a family, social priority problem, if I'm being honest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. If you want to call me, feel free to do so. The link is down below. On top of that, right here is more videos, and right here is more channels. Click it, subscribe. See you guys tomorrow. And as always, long-term team for the win. Peace.